Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, your mate Narlin, and today we're going to be having a look at the Hellepoort Culverins. But before I get into this, please make sure you like the video, you're subscribed to the video, and if you've got any feedback on these cannons, please make a comment and I promise I will respond to it. But before we get into that, let's just have a look here at the Compagnie Victory kit that we got with, basically with the victory that the Compagnie had the um, over the DMC. So you can see the Compagnie kit here. Look at that! Doesn't it look fancy? So that is what every single member of the Compagnie faction got with the victory over the DMC with the end of the faction wars. So how good does that look? I've taken a little screenshot there for later, but right now we're going to have a look at these Hellepoort cannons. Now I'm not going to go and have a chat to our mate there. We're just going to go straight to my ship and we're going to have a look at the loadout here. So we'll have a look at the weapons and we can see the Hellepoort cannons here. So the reason I like these Hellepoort cannons is because they do have the repair to ship, right? So you can see these ones here, they do about 2,000 damage. We're looking at the bow, so it does look a little bit different. We'll just flick over to the port there. There you go. So they do about 2,000 damage. There's 13 gun ports because they are a Culverin. These things came with the I think it was the Halloween kit. So they've got the Phantom Mending and they've got the Burning, which is 20% extra damage, or adds 20% of damage as burning damage, and 10% of damage dealt for this weapon restores health, which is really, really handy because I don't have any health weapons attached to this ship. Now, the modifications I've set on this one is the firepower, increased damage by 10.8, the soul mending, and the raider damage. Now, I do have two of these cannons on board, so let's have a look at the starboard. This one here has... Now, this one's got the burning damage, of course, the rapid reload, the repair readiness, and the amplified burning, which all sort of fits with the Hellepoort cannons. So these ones here are slightly better. I've done actually two lots of ascension on these particular ones, so you can see the damage is 127 on this one and 122 on the other. Not too concerned about that. I do like continuity with my ships with the same cannons on both sides. So we're going to go get ourselves into some trouble here. And what have we got here? We've got that starting in about 2 minutes. So we're going to go and fast travel down there and we can just see what these cannons look like. Now, I normally do a comparison. If you've watched my other videos, you would have seen I do a comparison between a Culverin and a long gun usually. But for this video today, I'm just going to do the Hellepoort cannons as Culverins. Now, normally I do actually run with long guns, so my aim's going to be a little bit off here, to be honest with you, because I am just so used to the long guns. So while we're here, we're just going to have a wee look at what else I've got stacked on my ship here. So I've actually got the, if we go and have a look at my ship. Oh, alright, so I've got the Bright Bringer, which is the poison damage torpedoes. Now, these things are really, really powerful, and I do have them equipped to my Sleeper War as well. As we're looking at today, the Helleports, I've got those on the side. I've got the Ashbreaker on the back, just because I like the Ashbreaker, and I've got Storm Vigil, which is the it's I think they describe it as the unlimited rockets. I quite like those ones, so I do have those equipped in lieu of a healing buoy, and the Nocturne Heart, which also does some healing. So you can see the damage mitigation there. I've got some pretty decent ones across the board, except for probably poison damage. So that's the only one that I don't really have there. The furniture, I need to actually work on this. I haven't done a rebuild of this ship for quite some time, but that you can see there is what I have there. Most of the ship is, I mean, it is a tank, obviously being the frigate, but I quite like these ones. I quite like what I've got on the ship at the moment, and it gives me a nice broad range on my ship as well. Just because, oh, here we are, we're starting. So just because I like having a tank, and I will actually do a look at the Sleeper War as well once I get onto that. So here we go. We're going to call for help and get some more bodies in here. And with the convoys, you always take the Manic Moonshiner out first, so you can get that chest as well. So I'm going to totally miss this shot. And of course he turns. Alright. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about my health in this. Well, this guy's going real hard out. So this guy's obviously got thunder cannons or something going. Alright, so I'm going to go for Mr. Moonshiner. So you can see that critical damage is about 5,000 with these things. And you can see my health is still full. And that's pretty much because these cannons will keep my health full. In most cases. Now, because it is the Manic Moonshiner, there's a bit of secondary burning damage there. You can see that's helping out. And of course the torpedoes do secondary damage to not just my ship, to other ships as well. So definitely a close range weapon, the Culverins. As you can see, the Moonshiner is bracing at the moment. Alright, so you see our mate here is already taking out one of the ships. Gonna pick up our loot while we can. And we're going to turn back and keep taking on the Moonshiner. Got him down below half health now, so that's quite good. And you can see it's doing about 500 damage per shot. So that's about 7,500 damage per volley. It's not too bad, just for a standard. But you see the real damage comes when we get the critical damage. It'll be helpful if I can actually hit anything with these torpedoes. And as you can see, I'm not really stressed out about my damage because as we've got some compagnie guys coming through. So we really want to do the critical damage here. You can see how good that damage is once we do the critical damage. So I'm quite liking these Hellepoort cannons, purely because of the mending aspect of them. It does keep my health high, and it's something I don't have to stress about. There you go. Mr. Moonshiner is gone. Alright, so now we can focus on the other ships. And you can see for the ordinary ships, it's pretty brutal. We'll just check here, we've only got the one ship to go. So what I try to do here is, if all is going well, I'll try and take out the support ships first. Maximise our loot that we're getting. And we're making pretty light work of them as well. Be nice if I could make some distance off them. So you see we're doing about 1300 damage per shot there. That's about 14 to 15,000 per volley. That's not bad for normal damage. Cutting across the T now, so we should be able to finish them off with this. So again, if you're looking at my health there, you can see that my health is basically full, and that's purely because every shot is restoring my health. So it doesn't matter what damage he's trying to do to me, it's not really working. Oh, that one was a bit long. There we go, folks. So that is the Helleports. Not a bad gun. It's figure out where we are here. Alright, we might just go over there, guys, to do a bit of a U-turn here as we swing around. So yeah, not a bad gun at all. I don't know if it's my favourite gun. I think the Urban's great guns are probably my favourite Culverin at this stage. But these things hit pretty hard, and they do restore the health, and that's a real key thing, because it just frees me up to have something more powerful as my auxiliary gun, which I didn't show you in this this video. But she's quite good. What I'm going to do is I am going to go over to my long guns and just show you some of the long guns as well in another video, so keep an eye out for that as well, because I think that that again will be, yeah, that'll be something that I'd really want to show you as well, is the latest long guns, as we just do a little bit of a, just appreciate the beauty of the ship as we come in to finish up the video there, and also makes a really good screenshot for my thumbnail. So look, hopefully you've enjoyed that, guys. Hopefully it's been educational. Let me know if you've used the Helleports in the comments, because I'd really like people's feedback on what guns they use as well. So by all means, chuck a comment in if you haven't already liked and subscribed to the video. Really appreciate you watching this, and we will see you on the next one.